All right, welcome everyone. We're doing Inscryption today. This is probably my favorite game of 2023 if it came out in 2023. Probably realistically my top three games of all time. Just really unique game. Really love it. Had a ton of fun with it. Got a lot of hours into it. We're gonna be playing Casey's mod, which is like the. I'm not gonna give away too much of this game just because it's great and everyone watching should download it right away. I can't get any of my friends to download it. But it's a really, really unique game, really addicting, really fun. This is sort of the challenge mode that you get after you complete the game. But we're not going to do any story. This is going to be a little spoilerish, just because you'll see some of the mechanics, obviously, and some of the cards that you unlock after a while. But we're going to go straight into a new run. And disclaimer: you might hear my dog absolutely going to work on a chew toy in the background. It's all right. We're recording this on a Turtle Beach headset, so I can basically hear I can hear a pin drop from across the world, but my voice might sound a little shitty. So let's go. We're gonna start a new run here. Uh, yep. So here you can choose your starter decks. I have three unlocked so far. For this first video here, I'm gonna get you guys up to speed on sort of how the game works. Because if I go in playing full speed, you guys are just gonna be it's you blink and you miss something. So I'm going to start with the original starter deck that you usually get when you play this game. That's this one here. And I got a bunch of challenges that you can use to make the game a little harder for yourself. But again, I'm going to go in vanilla on this first run just to show you guys how how the game works. So yep, it warns you that if you don't put enough challenges on it, you won't unlock more stuff. That's fine. Let's get it going. So right away, you'll see this is our starting deck here. This first cards that you start with in the game. Basically, so the whole premise of the game is you're sitting across the table from this dude in the dark, and you're playing a card game against him. Not only are you playing a card game, but he also gives you this little board that you go down, and you basically pick your pass, and different events happen on different tiles, and you progress and build up your deck, and then hopefully make it to the end. So we'll go into this first one here. See here, this is the little, it's like the trapper. The guy puts on different masks to play different characters. So you start with a pelt. You can get more pelts as you go through the game through various means, but you use them at this trapper station icon to trade in for other cards. So I'm gonna go for the Warren here, and I'll explain why in a second. Yeah. Continue on here. So here we have two choices. We can go to the backpack, which if you'll see over on the right here, I have some items that do various things. So the backpack, you can refill your items, but if you have full items, it gives you a special card, a little pack rat that gives you an item basically when it's played on the field, which I don't usually like going for those. I'm gonna go for the fire, which you'll see here. The fire is basically a bunch of hungry survivors huddled around the fire that has some special qualities here. You can pick one of your creatures to put in there, and it gives them the benefit that it shows on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the Warren down in there. Confirm that. It raises my my health by 2, right? And now here you have a chance to be a little greedy and go again for another +2 boost, but there's a chance that the survivors will eat whatever you put down and destroy it. So I usually play it safe unless there's something that I don't really care about or it's late in the game and I have a lot of cards. So I'm gonna continue on, just take the +2 on that and go. So now we'll get into our first fight here, and you'll see this is how the game boards get set up. So you have your side and you have the opponent's side, and you also have your opponent's upcoming cards. You can see coming in here. That's really creepy. That happens from time to time. So essentially, how does the game work, right? So you can see I have a series of monsters. I have a wolf, I have a stoat, which is a weasel, I think, of some sort, or a fisher cat, a possum, and a squirrel. So squirrels are basically like your sacrificial cards. Basically, you put the squirrel down to be able to put stronger cards down. So essentially, it's sort of like if you ever played like Yu-Gi-Oh before, you can't just go ahead and put the straight down like the wolf. write down without sacrificing anything. Like if I try, it'll say, oh, you can't, you can't sacrifice anything. You got to put something down to sacrifice. So the drops of blood tell you how many things you have to sacrifice. So for this, I need 2 things to sacrifice to put the wolf down, which I don't have. I need 1 thing to put the stoat down, I don't have. And then you need bones, which you get bones from sacrificing other things. So it's sort of the same thing, but a little bit different because you build up bones as you go. So I really can't do anything except put the squirrel down and then put the stoat. And I'm going to face that off against the wild bull to try to get, try to mitigate some damage there. And you'll see what just happened there when I dealt damage directly to him without attacking one of his cards. Again, sort of like Yu-Gi-Oh! You do damage directly to the person that you're sitting across. So there's like a little scale here that tracks that. You have to tip the scale over to his side to beat him, and if he does the same to you, then you lose. So we're gonna keep going here. Not getting great results here, but that's to be expected because I don't really have a lot right now. Break an emergency squirrel there, just so I can get the wolf down on the field. Emergency squirrels always come in handy. They're an item that you can get. And I'll throw the opossum down too, why not? Take a squirrel. And that should be game. It is. So we move on. So you can see the board opens up quite a bit here after the first few. So if I were to go to left, then really left or right gives me another card. But left, you can see I get to choose based on like the species that like the cards in. So like there's like wolf or like canine. There's like things with antlers. There's reptiles. There's birds. So I could pick it by like class or whatever, phyla, if you would. Or this over here is just like, I think it goes by sacrifice. Oh no, that's just random. Okay, so the direwolf pup, I'll probably go for. Magpie might have been a good move too, but I wanted to go this way because of this next thing, which is this little wood carver lady, and she will offer you these little wooden sculptures that if you collect 2 of them, so the bases all grant special powers, and then the tops dictate what cards those special powers go to. So like I was saying, the species. So if I were to get, say, these 2 together, then it would make all my reptiles have this power here. And this power here is airborne, which means that all my reptiles will basically be like flying, so they can just strike the other person directly. They don't have to like fight against a card, or they don't have to get blocked by a card. That's the dogs do not want me to record this video, so I'm gonna go and just get this base because it's a good power to have, and then I'll get a head later. You basically only get to pick one. Now we go into this next fight here. This is going to be a totem battle, so he's going to have a full set of one of these. It's always random, but these can get a little tricky, especially when they get like a flying one. If you're not prepared for it, it can be pretty bad. So hold on, there's going to have to be a big brain play, because if he comes down with the raven, it has no attack. But on turn 2, it turns into a full-fledged raven that has 3 attack, I want to say, but then it's also flying. So I'm not even going to be able to face it with this. Oh, but you can see my bullfrog blocks flying things. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this here. He's not going to be able to attack on the first turn, but he's going to come down, and that power there is going to make him move. So it's going to be right in front of my bullfrog, just as I planned it. So we get the chip damage there out of the bullfrog. Raven Egg moves down. It might go into the tree, actually. I might have screwed that up, but we'll see. I might actually just go for the wolf. Do I just go for the wolf here? I think that's the move. Just go for the wolf. Take out the Raven Egg. The elk fawn comes in. That's fine. Get the Warren down. That's fine. See, the Warren's gimmick is that Oh, it's only when it's played. I thought it was when it was hit. Oh, that's the beehive. Okay, so when you put the warren down, it gives you a rabbit, which is basically just a squirrel. Okay. My dog moved closer to chew on the thing so we could hear it better. Yeah. So we get the dire wolf pup, put the rabbit down, put that next to the wolf. Does this win right here? It does. So if you go over, you get extra little pieces. I think they're teeth, but you get like little extra teeth to store there, and use those to buy pelts later. So we can actually go buy pelts now. That's what this symbol is, or we can get another random card. Might go buy some pelts. That might be the move. You get one free one every time you come. And then I only have enough extra teeth to buy one more. To restock on items, that's the main reason I came this way. That and to buy pelts. Emergency squirrel always comes in handy. Moving to the next fight here. Alright, so... I don't really know what the move is here, honestly. That was probably a misplay. I feel like I just don't really have much of a decision other than to play the wolf. That's fine, I'll live that. Maybe put the warren down just to get the rabbit and get the block on the elk. That's actually a good play because now the warren blocks that, so I don't take any damage there, and I should win on this next play. Dire wolf pup. Why not? Oh no, I don't want to do that. And that's game. Bag 2 extra teeth. And go get another card. Probably gonna go for the elk on this one. Pretty solid card. So now we get to go back to the campfire. Restock items, or this one. I'll do this one just to show you guys what it does. So this one, you can actually transfer. You sacrifice one card to transfer its powers, or sigils they're called, onto another card of your choosing. So pretty simple right now, but this actually gets crazy as you go on, because you can transfer some pretty broken powers onto some other things that already have broken powers. So, but of course you lose one of those things in the process. So I'm gonna probably take, and the warren hasn't been super useful for me, but it is cheap. Maybe I just do the bullfrog. I'm gonna do bullfrog onto the warren. I think that's the move. Make it a little bit more powerful defensive wise, because now I can block flying things with that. And then we go on to the wood carver again. Hopefully we get a good head to go on to. Hopefully get some good head here, and we don't. But that, I think, makes it so they dig up bones, maybe. Birds are already flying anyway, usually, so it doesn't really do me much good. I'm just gonna go with the reptile. It doesn't really do me much right now. I don't think I have any reptiles, but maybe we'll get some. Now we're into the first boss battle. So you can see in the boss battle,